Hey there. I made a promise to myself to capture a video blog once a week. Little did I realize how uncomfortable it would actually be. During the week, I have a lot of ideas, things I want to capture, either in written form or in video blog form, and I'm really like gung ho about it. But the moment actually comes for me to capture it, I really do not want to do it anymore. I don't feel confident about it. And to add to it, I am sitting in a parking lot right now. I am squatting. There are people around me, which is awkward. And I'm holding a laptop on my hand and capturing this video right now. So yes, I am committing to my promises. So one thing I learned over time, being someone who's very passionate, wanting to go after dreams, is that even though you're following your dreams, it does not equal happiness. In fact, a lot of things that come with following your dreams are in direct contrast to what it can mean to be happy. Point in case, following your dreams, you are extremely focused on the future. So you're focused on what you don't yet have compared to what you're aiming at having. So it's really important to be happy with what you have right now, because happiness otherwise consistently gets defined as the current state plus one. So no matter what it is that you achieve, you're always a step away from happiness if you can't learn to be happy with what you have right now. Another thing is, even no matter how freedom-loving you are, you really need structure in your life. You need to feel like you're in control over your life in order to feel happy. There are all these studies that are done, for example, with rats that, it's a little sad, but they were inserted with tumor cells. And they showed that the rats that got electric shocks would develop cancer more heavily. But then the rats that got electric shocks and they were able to stop the shocks actually got less cancer than the rats that didn't get any electric shocks at all. So the thinking is that in order to, when you have control, when you feel you have control over your life, you're happier, but also probably more successful, healthier, and you live longer. And being an entrepreneur, being a freelancer, going after your dreams that doesn't necessarily involve a corporate job can oftentimes lead to a life without structure. So it's very important to create certain structure, be it through journaling, creating certain things, certain routines. It's extremely important, because even if you're following your dreams and you don't have that, that might lead to unhappiness. Another thing is being able to define what success means, right? When you start a day, and even if something really positive happens, if it's something you didn't expect, or if it's something that isn't part of the plan, it's really hard to finish the day and ever feel like you've accomplished something and that you're happy. And I think anyone who is going after their dreams is ambitious, right? You're not just a dreamer, but you're a dreamer and a doer. And if you aren't adding that structure, you always feel like you haven't done enough, right? So in my case, I was working nonstop. I was working 100 hours a week, and I wasn't working out for two years. And yes, maybe I was able to work more in a given week, but I'd pay that back over time, because I wasn't really in tune with what I needed. So I was trying emotion override rather than emotion embracement. And I think rather than ignoring that we have certain needs, it's important to account for them, right? It's quality over quantity. So rather than getting upset about like, hey, I only worked 80 hours this week, taking a step back, reflecting, being mindful, meditating, and planning out the week. What are the things I want to do? What is realistic? And once you achieve it, actually giving yourself a pat on the shoulder. This is another rough and perfectly imperfect video. And the whole point is, I think it's extremely important to dream big. But if you're not enjoying the journey, there's no point in dreaming. Thanks.